Welcome back again, and today we will discuss how not to teach vocabulary. One of the worst ways to learn vocabulary is by having the students solely use a dictionary while they read. Many students learn this way and have trouble with reading tests and learning English. When a student worries about each word, and then only translates them, they lose the complete meaning of what is being read. For instance, take the following sentence. It's a pain in the neck to listen to you squawk, so put a sock in it. While the words are easy to understand, the meaning of the words are not. If a student reads the sentence and translates it literally, they will lose the entire meaning of what is being said. Let's look at the sentence from a second language learner. It's a pain in the neck, a pain, sore, in the neck. So put a sock in it, to place a sock, article of clothing, into something. So this sentence would translate to a second learner as, it hurts a neck to listen to a bird's noise, so put a sock in the bird. While the real translation means, it annoys me to hear you talk, so stop talking. While the vocabulary part was easy, the literal meaning was not. If you have a student who constantly has his or her dictionary out trying to figure out the meaning of every word, that student will likely struggle. The dictionary should only be used after the reading is done, and then the student can reread what was written with the words. This is easier said than done when trying to explain this to a student. A student may see you as being harsh if you do not allow them to use a dictionary in class. Another example would be, her ethereal philosophical personality was beyond nice. If you understood the words personality and nice in the above sentence, it would be easy to understand the sentence. Her ethereal philosophical personality was beyond nice. Many students would be compelled to look up ethereal and philosophical in the dictionary and not worry about the other part of the sentence. After they discover the meanings of those two words, they will move on to the next words they don't understand. They will do this until the entire exercise is done. They will not reread the exercise, so they will not understand what the assignment was. The student should not do this, and it should be explained to them not to do this. You will find it will be easier said than done. When this happens, the teacher should tell the student to underline the words they don't understand, and after the reading they can look back at the words they did not understand. A student who has good vocabulary skills, they will start to notice patterns in words, so when they see a variation of a word they will figure out what the new word means. Other ways to help students learn vocabulary without using a dictionary when they read are to tell the students to skim through the text and read, but don't look up words. They need to try to understand what the sentence is about. When the students are done with the assignment, ask questions about it. One example I used to teach my class was, the illustrious elegant zebra hastily flew illuminatingly upwards. The first words out of the students' mouths were, what's illustrious mean? The second was, what does illuminatingly mean? I told not to look at the words they didn't know, but look at the words they did know. The illustrious elegant zebra hastily flew illuminatingly upwards. They didn't need to worry about the adjectives and adverbs in this sentence because they were unimportant. Still, they wanted to look up the words instead of trying to read the words they knew. Ask students what words they didn't understand and either give them meaning or give them time to look up the words for homework and read it afterwards. Then you will give them a test the next day on the reading. During the assignment, you can also have them find noun phrases, verbal phrases, idioms, etc. You can make a handout prior to the reading with a word match and meanings. Students match the words on the handout with the meanings, or you can use a fill in the blank answer sheet. Short texts help elicit the students to talk about everyday things to add to their vocabulary. The epic poem "'Twas the Night Before Christmas" is a classic example of a short text that can elicit many responses. I gave some students in Korea the words to Sloop John B. Before they sang it, I went over the words that they didn't understand and explained the meanings. The students then read it, and then I played the music, and then they sang it. Ask your students about clothing, furniture in the room, clothing, decorations, snow, and the moon. You can ask about what certain things are made from. When we talk to children, we tend to elicit responses. One thing you should never do is joke with the students and give them the wrong explanations for certain words to laugh at them. They are trying to learn, and if you do this, they will lose their confidence in you. English is more about learning to read, write, and speaking. Some teachers have forgotten all about this. They emphasize more on just grammar and little vocabulary. As a teacher, remember content teaching and teach as much as possible in order for the students to learn more. Just don't hand the students a handout or tell them to open a page to read and tell them to figure it out themselves. That never works. You must explain vocabulary terms, give examples, meaning, and check for understanding. Without doing any of this, the students will be lost, frustrated, and will quit. The next 4 areas are crucial in a learner's perspective. If they can listen, they can speak, and if they can write, they can read. That is all the time we have for today. I hope to see you next time.